And wrapping up our news this Wednesday, yesterday we told you more about the personal history of Democratic candidate for Montana Governor Mike Cooney. Today in our coverage of Montana's 2020 race for governor, MTN chief political reporter Mike Dennison brings us a closer look at the personal and professional background of Republican candidate Greg Gianforte.
If you've heard Greg Gianforte talk at all, you've no doubt heard Montana's only congressman say he's a business guy, or something like this.
I've spent my entire career creating good-paying jobs, mostly here in Montana.
Which is very much true. Gianforte and his wife Susan co-founded Right Now Technologies in Bozeman in the mid-1990s, a firm that developed and sold software that enabled companies to do customer service electronically, just as the internet took off. It grew into an international company with 500 employees in Bozeman and was sold to Oracle Corporation in 2012 for $1.8 billion, earning the Gianfortes many millions. But before the Gianfortes moved from the East Coast to Bozeman in 1994, they had already launched and sold 4 technology startups, including BrightWork, a software networking firm purchased by the computer security giant McAfee.
We built that. We ended up with about 150,000 installations around the world. And that business was purchased by McAfee, the antivirus company. And then I ran the North American business for McAfee for a period of time.
Gianforte grew up in a Philadelphia suburb and went to college at Stevens Institute of Technology in Hoboken, New Jersey, right across the Hudson River from Manhattan. He earned degrees in electrical engineering and computer science and calls himself a genuine geek. But while Gianforte grew up on the East Coast, he says the junior high school trip to Montana, when he spent the summer in the backcountry near Red Lodge, convinced him this is where he wanted to live. It just took him a while to get here. The Gianfortes had 3 children when they moved to Bozeman, and their 4th child was born there.
The whole concept was we wanted to raise our family in Montana. And I thought the internet created an opportunity to really remove the barriers of geography. And I came here and people said, well, no one has ever done that before, Greg. But I saw the potential.
In addition to starting Right Now Technologies in Montana, the Gianfortes also got involved in politics, giving money to Republican candidates and advocating for many conservative causes. They also have a family charitable foundation that has donated nearly $80 million to some of those causes, but also to local schools, churches, and social services. It wasn't until 2016 that Gianforte finally ran for office, losing the governor's race to Democratic incumbent Steve Bullock. 6 months later, he won Montana's only congressional seat in a special election to succeed Ryan Zinke, who had been appointed Interior Secretary by President Trump. Now Gianforte is back for a second try at the governorship, pitching his business experience as his main selling point. Montana voters are deciding right now if that's the right resume. In Helena, I'm Mike Dennison for MTN News.